Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Rhea Ripley is arguably one of the biggest WWE superstars in recent history. Due to her stardom, it's no surprise that she is frequently involved in the title picture. But there are certainly other avenues for her to embark on that don't require gold. Rhea Ripley has gained a significant fan base ever since joining the main roster in 2021. Many began admiring her, wrestling fans or not, due to her unique looks and dominant in-ring persona. Since the Eradicator defeated Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39, she has mainly been involved in championship feuds. However, WWE can put on some entertaining storylines with Ripley taking on other contenders without a title at stake. With that said, let's look at 4 non-title feuds for Rhea Ripley this year. Number 4. Zoey Stark may not like how Rhea Ripley is presenting herself. Zoey Stark caught the intrigue of many fans with her new online antics, which involve berating the female superstars about their wardrobe. Among the stars she called out was Rhea Ripley, which could lead to a potential feud between the two superstars. Stark hasn't been presented well in WWE despite aligning with Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, and even Trish Stratus in the past. Now, the company can experiment with her as a single star with her current persona, and placing her against the Eradicator can guarantee lots of people tuning in. Number 3. Seeds may have been planted for Julia versus Rhea Ripley. Julia made her main roster debut on the Raw after WrestleMania 41, wherein she joined Roxanne Perez in attacking Stephanie Vaquer and Io Sky during their match. During the attack, Ripley appeared and aided the champions, staring down the beautiful madness in the process. Rhea and Julia have faced each other in the ring since that encounter during a tag team match on Raw this week. Although Ripley hinted about going after Io Sky's women's world title, she can turn her attention towards Julia instead to set up a proper singles feud. Number 2. Rhea Ripley can target another Damage Control member. As mentioned above, the Eradicator may go after the Women's World Championship again, despite a failed attempt at WrestleMania 41, where she lost a triple threat match against Io Sky and Bianca Belair. However, instead of feuding with Sky again, she can face a returning Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow has been sidelined with an injury for a year. Once she returns, she can immediately show Io support by helping her against Rhea, who can then decide to feud with Asuka instead. It has also been a while since they fought each other in a singles capacity, and fans would love to see the two stars competing against each other again. Number 1. Kiana James has a positive backstage response. Another superstar currently out of action is Kiana James. She was drafted to the main roster, but was injured in July of last year. However, it has recently been reported that she may return soon and that WWE is high on her, with reports stating that she may be a big player going forward. No star can welcome her back better than Rhea. Kiana and Rhea haven't crossed paths yet, which is saying a lot since Ripley has been on the main roster and NXT for a while. A feud between them will be a breath of fresh air and give the off. Here's a creative piece within 1,000 words, exploring 4 non-title feuds for Rhea Ripley in 2025, showcasing her character evolution, storytelling potential, and how WWE can keep her relevant even outside the championship picture. Rhea Ripley. 4 non-title feuds that could define her 2025. Even without a championship around her waist, Rhea Ripley is still a walking force of chaos, power, and darkness in WWE. In 2025, assuming she steps away from the title scene temporarily, WWE has a golden opportunity to showcase her as more than just a belt holder. These 4 non-title feuds could keep her spotlight burning, deepen her character, and fuel memorable storytelling. 1. Rhea Ripley vs. Liv Morgan. The Revenge Rewritten. Background. Liv Morgan's real-life injury and storyline betrayal by Rhea in 2023 set the stage for a long-overdue clash. But instead of fighting over gold, this feud is about unfinished business, personal pride, and justice. Storyline: Liv returns with a new edge. Not the bubbly underdog, but a calculated, dangerous woman with receipts. She blames Rhea for everything. Her injury, her mental unraveling, and the fans turning on her. Rhea, now disinterested in gold but still part of Judgment Day, scoffs at Liv's vendetta, dismissing it as old news. But Liv doesn't want the title. She wants to break Rhea's aura, humiliate her the way she felt humiliated. Feud highlights: psychological warfare. Liv invades Rhea's head by targeting Dominic Mysterio, planting seeds of mistrust. A brutal no DQ match at SummerSlam, where the pain is personal. Liv finally pinning Rhea clean, but not celebrating, just walking away, satisfied that she finally proved herself. Creative outcome: this feud elevates Liv's credibility and gives Rhea a layered character arc. What happens when the predator becomes Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair? Respect is not enough. Background: Rhea and Bianca have rarely crossed paths in singles action on the main roster, despite being two of the most dominant women of their era. With no title on the line, their feud can focus on legacy, athletic supremacy, and contrasting personalities. Storyline: at a mutual WWE 2K panel, Rhea and Bianca are asked who's truly the most dominant woman of this generation. Friendly tension rises. They shake hands, but give each other side eyes. Weeks later, Rhea costs Bianca a match. Not to hurt her, but to wake her up. Rhea says, "You've had the media tours, the press junkets, and the spotlight, but I'm the one who sends women to the hospital." Feud highlights: training vignette comparisons, showing Rhea's raw aggression versus Bianca's discipline and drive. Tag matches with tension that builds into a singles match at WrestleMania 41 Night 1. Rhea and Bianca having a 30-minute war with no interference. No Judgment Day, no tricks, just a battle of equals. Creative outcome: neither woman needs a title here. The feud is about proving who stands at the top of the food chain. Even a mutual respect ending doesn't diminish either one's edge. 3. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Friends no more. Background: former tag team champions and real-life friends turned foes. This is a story WWE has teased before, but never fully delivered on. 2025 could be the perfect time to dive in. Storyline: after a hard-fought win over a male superstar in a mixed tag match, Rhea begins trash-talking the entire women's roster, including Raquel. Raquel approaches her backstage, reminding Rhea that they used to have each other's backs. Rhea replies, "That was then. Now, I don't need dead weight." Feud highlights: physicality. This would be one of the most brutal, hostile women's feuds in WWE history. Backstage brawls, weight room showdowns, and press conference meltdowns. A steel cage match at a B-level premium live event that surprises fans with its raw intensity. Creative outcome: Raquel comes out looking like a legitimate top-tier force, even in defeat, while Rhea reestablishes herself as the gatekeeper of pain. 4. Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez. The Rising and the Reaper. Background: the bright, innocent, driven Roxanne Perez is everything young fans admire. She's passionate, humble, and full of potential. That makes her the perfect contrast to the dark, cruel queen of Judgment Day. Storyline: Roxanne gets called up to Raw and wins the crowd's heart quickly. She speaks about her dreams of facing legends and calls Rhea her dream match. Rhea responds mockingly, "Dreams are meant to be crushed. Welcome to reality." What starts as a mentor versus student tone quickly turns into a nightmare for Roxanne. Rhea humiliates her with sneak attacks and taunts her naivety, calling her Little Miss Bubblegum. Feud highlights: training room ambushes. Rhea forcing Roxanne into a submission repeatedly just to teach her respect. Roxanne refusing to stay down, showing Daniel Bryan-esque resilience. Creative outcome. At a payback-themed event, Roxanne finally outsmarts Rhea with a roll-up win. Not dominant, but enough. It's not about defeating Rhea physically. It's about proving she belongs. This feud doesn't hurt Rhea. It reinforces that she's a test of fire for anyone entering the big leagues. Conclusion. Rhea Ripley doesn't need the title to be relevant. In fact, 2025 could be the perfect year to remind the WWE Universe that her power lies in more than just gold. It lies in her presence, her dominance, and her ability to elevate everyone she touches. Whether it's psychological revenge, physical destruction, or legacy-driven competition, these 4 non-title feuds offer compelling, creative roads for Ripley to walk, each one painting her as the beating heart of women's wrestling in WWE. And who knows? After running through all this fire, Rhea may return to the title picture with even more momentum than before.